Alright then, 80% win rate strategy. I'm going to show you what it is, and then I'm going to show you the trades that I took this week. As always, going to get right into it. Like and subscribe, and if you do want to get alerts down below, you can get them in the description. So let's get into it straight away. Basically, my strategy, very, very simple. Say this is your price action. We're heading up on, say, your 5-minute time frame. I'll take 30 seconds at the start of the day. I'll go and I'll just mark all the major swing lows on like the 5-minute or the 15, like this. Very, very simple. And then I'll just basically go and set alerts at those levels and then wait for them to get hit. And then all I'm looking for is reversals out of these areas with inverted fair value gaps like this. And usually the best ones are the ones that you'll find that are 3 candle pattern V shapes. So say this is your fair value gap here. You can see quite clearly 3 candle pattern. We've created our fair value gap here, and then you get this big momentum candle that closes back above. This is usually what you want to be seeing. These are the absolutely best reversal trades in the market that I've found, and they've been incredibly successful for me. And basically, if you take one of these after a sweep of liquidity, in my opinion, they usually pretty much always work out. Some of them do get break even with my model, which I'll show you now. So what I would do is I would enter here when we invert this back to the upside. I copy trade about 25 accounts, and I risk about $150 to $200 per account. So what I do is I just size for about halfway between the low and the fair value gap and the low. If we come back and close below the gap, I'll close the position, and then all I do is I target 1 for 1 for my first TP. I take half my position off here for about $100, and then I go break even on the rest of the position, and I allow it to play out and run back up through usually obvious areas of liquidity from the V shape that we're forming. And this is the strategy. It's very simple, and I'm going to show you some examples that I took this week. So very simply, if you look here, you can see NQ. There was actually a fantastic 3-minute yesterday that you could see quite clearly here on the charts after news, although this one had too much of a big stop loss for me. And you can see on MNQ it didn't actually close, but on NQ, which I'm currently not using, it did actually close above, and you could have took this, like you could see, for a 1-to-1 or a 1.5-to-1 there. These kinds of V shapes are what you're looking for. Big obvious levels of sweeps of liquidity followed by reversals. There's been a few good 5 minutes this week, which I'll show you. Really good obvious one at the start of the week here. Obvious level of liquidity swept. 3 candle pattern V shape on the 5-minute. The 5-minute at the minute has been cooking for me. Has the most data baked into it, obviously, because it's got 1, 2, 3, and 5-minute time frames in it. And you can see this one worked out really nicely. I actually got into this one a little bit early, just because I like the momentum. But as you can see, it went for a 1 for 1. So I would have took half my position off here for $100, and then basically holding 2 more runners. Took this with 4 micros, I think. So I would have took 2 micros off here, holding 2 more micros. I took another micro off when we got up to about 3-to-1. So that's about $150 to $200 on that. And then I held my final runner through open all the way up to this high up here for about an 8-to-1. Made about $500 or $600 on this trade overall. Absolutely amazing trade, as you can see. Worked out perfectly for me. And then there was another 5-minute, which I'm just struggling to find here actually. I'm a bit what's going on right now? I actually did take a trade this morning that was a half stopped at break even. It was here on MNQ, on NQ. This closed above, and I took this for a half an hour and then break even like this. As you can see right now, looking like the rest of it got stopped break even, and now we're plunging to the downside here. But right now, I would say overall things looking pretty good on the charts in terms of 5 minutes. We've got a few good 5 minutes this week. If we take a look here. Let me go and find the rest of this. Where's this other 5-minute that I took? I took 2 5 minutes this week. This one here. And then there was another one which I'm just unable. There, this 5-minute here was also a winner. On Tuesday, you can see amazing V shape. Clear and obvious liquidity sweep. Massive V shape momentum back up. As you can see, this worked for 2-3R. Really, really good trade as well. This strategy absolutely cooks for me. Honestly, I've had so many good trades recently, and the 5-minute particularly is very, very good. Looks like this trade here is about to get stopped. And basically, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Please do like and subscribe, leave a comment. It's really that simple. Go get alerts down below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.